So yeah, you're gonna see me fail a couple of times here, but eventually succeed. Hey, this is Timmara signing on with some more Hollow Knight. And this is like the Coliseum of Fools, this is a pre-recorded thing. This was me basically, instead of spending a couple hours in front of a microphone screaming into it and then editing from that mess, I decided if I just beat Nightmare King Grimm, I would just do the PS4 video save thing. So that's what I did. So this is me trying to figure out a combination of charms to help me in the fight against Nightmare King Grimm, the upgraded version of Grimm the Troop Master. And oh god, what a nightmare it indeed was. So yeah, this is just me. I spent probably the better part of 2 hours trying to fight this guy. Just 2 constant hours fighting him. And oh boy, it was hand crampy. I tried a ton of different charm combinations. I've even tried recommended charm combinations. And it was just me banging my head against the wall for hours. But so this is going to be, you know, this is my after commentary of like how I beat him, how I went around to it. And even the footage of when I beat him, but that's like laid in. Because the thing about, oddly enough, the thing about fighting Grimm is that every match is short. Even the long ones where I stuck it out for a while, they really didn't last longer than 5 minutes, if that. So this, we already went into his dream. He gets a Nightmare King Grimm title card, like the Radiance. That's how tough he is. And yeah, this was me. This was well late into like the 2 hours I spent fighting him, and I had patterns, I had strategies, and a lot of them I got cocky, I got greedy, and tried to do too much, or some things I didn't figure out how to dodge quite yet. So yeah, you're gonna see me fail a couple of times here, but eventually succeed. The thing about fighting Grimm is that it's all about pattern recognition. You really have to get his combos down pat in order to fight him. Yeah, that was me just goofing it. What I did is I had the, what was it? The mark of something or other. I can't remember, but it's the long nail upgrade that makes your nail even longer. The sharp shadow, that's incredibly useful. The quick focus, and really just anything else. You always have to have the Grimm Child charm equipped, despite it not being, you know, despite it not helping in the fight. I also had the Grub Song equipped just in case. If I did get hit, I got a little more focus to use for healing when I had an opening. Because there's only a few chances you get to heal fighting Grimm. And it's mostly when you get him stunned. You gotta go as long as you can without trying to heal, and you only have a few rare occasions when you can actually do it. I think it's Sharp Shadow. This is before I figured out a good combo and how to deal a lot of damage to him quickly, but we'll get to that. Mainly Sharp Shadow and using Shadow Dodge was the most important thing into this, because I watched videos and I looked at recommendations on how best to attack him, and I just found different ways to try and dodge him. Like, you know, always go towards him when he uses that, and then dodge out of the way, or, you know, depending on how many times he uses that, like, big burst of fire in succession, they have different ranges and speeds. So I eventually got that down pat, eventually. When he does that fire dash, you can't get above him, but if you can dash, you know, he'll go either direction. So if you can dash at him and then just be in the air with a double jump, you will probably evade him and get out of his way. Meanwhile, it was actually mastering the fire bat thing, that was the hardest thing to get down. Because whenever I saw him appear, I always just had to react. And that ruined a lot of fights with him, is that, oh, he's there, I gotta do this, oh no, I'm heading right into a fire bat, I'm panicking, I'm upset. I think that was that maneuver that just popped up, is what was really helpful, was being, attacking from the right, attacking from below, attacking from the left, and, attacking from the left, below, right, and then shadow dash after that strike as soon as you can in order to do the maximum amount of damage to him while he's still around. Yeah, there's going to be a couple more failures. That one was very, not terribly far. That was like halfway through his health, I think. I would just skip to the main event, but just the build-up and the evolving tactics over time. Because, as much as I cussed and swore at this boss, it is a cool boss. He has a lot of interesting tactics, and you can find clever ways to get around him. It just takes so much time, and he moves so quickly. Yeah. You do that move right, you can get 3 shots onto him and plus shadow, sharp shadow damage, which helps a lot. Yeah, and whenever he's stunned and goes into the mini bats, that's your best time to, well, really your only time to heal. That I screwed up badly. That I screwed up. It was the fire bats thing, like I said, that was the thing that took me the longest to get down. Because whenever he appeared, I just go, okay, shadow dash, I have to react, I have to do something, I got to attack. And it just took so long to, finally find that zen where I could, okay, I've got half a second to figure out what he's doing and then react after, not the, 10th of a second I thought I had. I had a little bit more of a window to finally get down, okay, this is what he does when he appears at this moment. Yeah, that I messed up. I jumped when I should have dashed. Yeah, when he does that fire moves in 2 times in succession, the first one has less range, but the second one is faster and has a wider range, so you can't outrun it. And that was also another thing after the fact, the fire shooting thing, that was always a pain because he does it so many times throughout the fight. Every 25% of his health he does that move, and it's just become so hard to dodge. And yeah, this is just me still hacking away. We're about halfway there. Yeah, that one has a wider range and it's faster, so you can't dodge it the first time. That one you're able to outrun. The first one you're able to outrun if you're lucky or if you're at the right direction, but the second one you just can't do that. As much as I researched how to dodge his attacks, I forgot all their names. And yeah, having the long nail or the long nail or the mark of pride or whatever it's called, having that equipped really helped when his to get him, depending on your range. I realize when I'm talking, it sounds, when I'm talking about a specific thing that's already gone by. It's just that's how fast this boss fight is, that everything goes by so quickly. Getting him down a little bit more, but yeah, this isn't the successful one. I think it's the next one. It's just, he does so much. His speed and his damage output is what's so insane. And he does 2 masks on everything he does. And that's just what makes it so difficult. Yeah, I think it's the next one. That's the successful one. It's just, he does so much damage. And he moves so fast, it took me for the longest time, I didn't believe you could heal when fighting him. It was just a pain. Alright, but I think this one's the successful run. This was the one where I just, most of the time, I just had like the state of Ultra Instinct style Zen that just got me through it. Yeah, that one I flubbed a little bit, but it's still going. Enough of a window. We got a good start. Even though he's tied up against the wall, I still had room to do my maneuver. Again, this was probably the worst thing to try and avoid once I figured out all his other patterns, because this is practically patternless. And you just can't prepare for it. All you can do for that, like, constant fireball move is you've got to figure out when it's coming, and you just got to figure out how to dodge it on the fly from there. It looks like I'm fumbling quite a bit. Yeah, I kind of expected this to be an unsuccessful run, but, you know, as you go on, you just got to have that confidence level to just like, okay, this has to be, you know, if you think you're going to lose, you are. If you keep pushing through beside that feeling, you might have a chance. Yeah, every time I tried to heal. Yeah, never heal when you... Never try to heal when he's trying to do that Hellfire Blast, the upward thing. Now that, I swear I got lucky on. There was no way... There we go. And that was a big boost of confidence that, you know, so early on I was able to get in enough hits. I still had enough to heal. Making a lot of good progress here. I knew I couldn't make a nail strike in that last one, so I just went for the dash. And I knew I was getting close. I knew after that it was around the 25% health mark, and I knew it was getting intense. My heartbeat was going about as fast and loud as the heartbeat in-game right now. And this is the point, it's like, it's almost over. Was starting to get cocky, I was starting to get a little jumpy, thinking if I can just get a few more strikes in, I can end this. And, you know, I just had to tell myself, stick to the strategy. You've got a strategy, don't try to go against it, just stick with it. Yeah, trying to heal there again, that didn't work. Yeah, that was kind of a move out of place. I thought I won after that, but when I realized, oh, we're still going, I better heal fast and get ready. And that was the last strike. Then that was the last strike against Grimm. That was finally my victory. And away goes the troop. And then we wake up, everything's gone except for that one tent. And I found out later, after doing some reading, apparently there's like a banishment ending, or a, what was it? There's two, oh crap. There's two endings for the Grimm Trope DLC, and I don't know if I really got either of them, because I never talked to anyone else in the troop. Basically after I beat Grimm, I just bumbled around, Dirtmouth, looking around, seeing what was going on, seeing where the accordion player went. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that was me beating Troop Master Grimm, the Nightmare King. And it felt pretty good. Felt good. And the thing is, then after Grimm Troop, I knew next was God Master. And I just knew that after doing some reading, the Nightmare Godmaster is just so daunting. I don't know if I was even going to play it, but we're going to check it out next time, and I'll make a decision then. But with that being said, that's the end of the Grimm trope, and that's the end of this video. So, until next time, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off.